These readings are from my book, Each Night I Die Reload, that was just released several weeks ago. In prison, we were told we were nothing and would never amount to anything. We were losers, rejects, and castaways, and we were locked out and away from society. We were told that to mourn was to be blessed. But did that mean out of darkness would come the dawn? That out of grief came joy? And that out of rain came a rainbow? As I thought about my life and the life of so many other prisoners, one theme continued to reoccur over and over in my mind. And that theme was simply, we almost made it. We almost made it. This is the story of our lives, isn't it? We almost made it. But if we missed by an inch, we missed by a mile. This is the story of our lives. If we had $4 in our pocket and the price is $4.01, then $4 just won't do. This is the story of our lives. We always seem to be one day late and 5 cents short, just to say, we almost made it. But almost never was good enough. We live all our lives coming within inches of our very best dreams, but they were plastic and artificial dreams locked inside our heads and hearts. But in reality, they could never be real. But we almost made it, didn't we? Didn't we almost make it, man? This is the story of our lives. Hey, check me out. This is my story, and I'm for real. I was one of the biggest dealers in the city. They called me Mister, and I was the man. I had a Benz since I was 15, and I had gold ropes and diamond rings and the best of everything. I had an organization, and we did business like IBM. But if I could have only lasted 6 more months, I would have been untouchable, and I would have finally made it. But the feds had me under investigation, and they gave me 20 years and a $50,000 fine. But if I could have only survived 6 more months, 6 months, I would have made it. But this is the story of our lives. We almost made it, didn't we? Well, this is my story. I was a stick-up man, and I made my living with a 3-5 set. Man, I too was for real. I took $250,000 from the National Bank, but I later was betrayed by my best friend and rap partner. So I made a deal and gave the money back. And they only gave me a dime and let me do it with the state. For 24 hours, I had it all. 250 grand. I had the whole world in my hand. But now, I'll sit behind bars, surrounded by walls, just to say, I almost made it. Well, I did, didn't I? I was a confidence man. I was a burglar. I was a thief. It doesn't matter what we were. Our stories were the same. We almost made it, didn't we? Didn't we all? If he hadn't snitched, if I had gone left instead of right, if I had one more day, if darkness hadn't fallen so soon, but if was a word of 50 million, and it's never good enough. So we came so close, so close. We live all our lives to say it in. We almost made it. We spent our entire lives trying to play the game called catch up. And when we do, it is time for them to take us to the cemetery. There, the grass will probably be green, the day warm and the sun bright, and there we be. We almost made it. Perhaps when they lower our lifeless bodies into the cold bosom of the earth, maybe someone will be there to shed a tear for us. Or perhaps On that day, they will sit in a bar drinking double after double, trying to forget the pain and anguish we caused them in life. And tomorrow, they will have forgotten we ever existed. And this is the story of our lives. We almost made it. Didn't we almost make it, man? This is the story of our lives.